Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Flames will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a split backfield. Motion from the back. The give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's take a moment and look at Colorado State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be turning it on.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Here's a hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to get complete.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Right down the middle. Complete to the back. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field, and right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
The give to the back. He's pulled down after a top run, gets it to the 6.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
On the run, it's Kruger. Going to race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give to the tailback.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, the running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it completely right. They put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Flames are flying down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. The throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And I say, well, those slant routes, they're timing routes, and those are really hard to get your hand on the football. Nice job by the defender seeing it, reacting to it, and getting his mitten there to knock it down.
Fires left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front. Create some running lanes. A running back before he can go anywhere. Get tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Rolling on the run. Complete downfield.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. Set. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend.
There he goes. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Rams will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
He knew that he had a good run play called, things they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Help the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocked to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being high.
That's caught. It's Slater. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Randolph. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Flames want to crank the tempo. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Looking to throw again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
The Flames line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the 3. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Flames will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's Ferguson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion
got the ball back. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No third down conversion for you.
Fourth down, looking to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in the second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaches.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to look for the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. And they dial up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the direct snap, it's Ferguson. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hacks getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. He's on the way for number 3. An electric run has him set up. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he takes it out for a score.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Well, let's take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Bratkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No hold on.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Immediately fires to the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. How about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
And the Rams racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Underheat, he gets rid of it.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback, his speed, and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Motion from the wideout. And back to the air on 2nd down. On the run, deep down the right side. And they wanted it all in that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay it out.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rams will have it 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quicker, get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Rams kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Military stun! Military stun!
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grab over the middle. It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense uses the timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Good timing on the quick out. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The snap sets up the throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rams will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
22, water! Hey, finish! Finish!
Leaves it with the back. A collision. He stops at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Guys looking for the first down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it.
Here we go! Here we go!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up as a huge first down.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
To the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Flames are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Hey, 27.
Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there.
Let's go! Let's go!
Tries to get it on the ground. He'll be stopped and knocked out of bounds, short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rams can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy who seems touch the ball these first 2 plays. He's looking pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
He got a back foot so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Throws it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer. And how about the conversion? A big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Wants to go on top. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
The Rams will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. keep it on the ground to the left. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the break. Colorado State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Come on, set.
And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
6 remain. Let's go. Let's go.
Give to the back. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Huge play by this defense. This game had an opportunity to get very, very interesting. They step up, make the big play, make this a 2-possession game now with that safety and getting the football back.
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Mayo. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Using his legs, it's Kruger. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Tackle was made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give from the gun. This junior making his presence known and making the stop after a short gain.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another touchdown?
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is a
this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had it. So they got to do something here offensively to get into the rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Flames head quickly to the line. Complete on third down. He'll be right out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
So this defense just shot itself in the foot, and now they'll have to try to stand up again after just handing the offensive first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
With the catch, Slater. And he won't quite get there. Boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Caught over the middle, it's Slater. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I would.
Just perfect tackle and still on his feet. Ripping up the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, that is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The Flames are threatening on 1st and goal.
Base 27 jump. Base 27
Back in motion,
jump.
try to clear the picture. Gonna look downfield again.
Well, the offense did their part. Just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Looking to throw. He makes the grab for a two-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession lead.
One play at a time. You needed the two-point conversion to give yourself a chance to win. It's a one-possession game now. You got to go out and execute the onside kick. But a phenomenal job with that two-point play to give themselves a chance.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he is wrapped up after a solid turnover.
Yes, talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. I think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently. No, sir, they put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Back has it. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the I tell you what, great job on this offense, great execution, drive down the field, get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
They'll try to get the two, knot this thing up, and maybe push us into overtime. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's the pressure.
Great play by the defense there. You're winning by 2. You can't allow them to tie it. Someone's got to make a play, and they show up in a big moment.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
From the gun, running back gets the gift. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. The Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. Little release to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called by the defense, a mere 21 seconds to go here.
He's using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence?